Here's why LinkedIn is the worst place to get coaching clients. And I'm going to teach you the secret back door to LinkedIn to actually get coaching clients. I know that sounds like a contradiction, but if you're using it to get coaching clients, it's terrible. But there's a way that you can leverage some other strategies to actually make it work. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But let me tell you, first of all, I've got over 9,600 connections on LinkedIn. I've been using it since about 2017. And I can tell you, it is a disaster in 2026 if you're trying to get coaching clients. Here's what the theory is when it comes to LinkedIn with getting coaching clients. Okay. Number one, laser focused targeting. You can target executives, 45, have an MBA, all those kinds of things or whatever. You super tight targeting. Very true. The second thing is qualified people who are professionals. Everybody you're organically reaching out to or running an ad to, professional. They have a good six-figure job, that type of thing. So they're going to be qualified. Third thing is they got ads. You can run ads to them and, get in front of them versus like med ads or something like that. And the fourth thing, multiple outreach opportunities, right? You can use the messaging, you can post content, all that kind of stuff. Well, here's the reality. The reality is this: LinkedIn will be sent to the dustbin of the internet, just like Yahoo. So here's the reality. Let me talk about why LinkedIn is so bad and why those things don't actually work in reality, and the three things that you can actually do if you want to use LinkedIn to get coaching clients and how to scale your coaching business. But first, before we get to that, who am I? My name is Jason Nyback. I've been at this since 2003. Full-time since 2005. I was a pastor up until 2005 from Canada, originally Edmonton, Calgary, that area, Banff, like surrounding that area there. And then I moved to Vegas in 2020. I've spent well over $4 million on my own ads, and I've spent a lot of money, over six figures on LinkedIn ads. And so I know and can speak to this very well. Look, before we get into it, please hit the subscribe button here on LinkedIn or on Instagram, wherever we are on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe so you can subscribe to my channel so you can get the updates, because I create a couple videos a week, talk about what's happening, share with you what we're learning from our clients, from all the stuff we're doing. And you never know, that video that might be coming down the pipeline might be the exact thing you need to really scale your coaching business. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Here's the reality. Number one, Microsoft owns LinkedIn. Okay. A lot of people don't know this. And again, all this is my opinion based on my experience, but Microsoft owns, other than this, Microsoft did buy LinkedIn. And in my experience, since about 2018, I don't think they've done a thing with it. They have not innovated. There's very little AI. They're behind on everything. Every trend that YouTube has or Instagram or whatever, it seems like LinkedIn just sort of eventually does it as like an add-on. It's very rarely, like these platforms, you're going to see this in my experience historically. Anytime another company buys one of these tech platforms, it's a disaster. If you look right now, what's the one that's going to probably join LinkedIn? It's TikTok. TikTok is not its own company anymore. It's owned by like some private equity firms, and I think Larry Ellison owns part of it. He's the founder of Oracle. And so it's a disaster. They're not innovating, and it's just terrible. Okay. The second thing, just because you can get targeted professionals doesn't mean they're committed. So what somebody has an MBA, and you've got 100,000 interested people, there's no AI to help you. The third problem is the majority of the people who are trying to connect with you on LinkedIn are trying to sell you something. Okay. People who are in corporate, they do use it as like a networking tool to network with other people who are higher than them and other companies. You just never know. If you get laid off, you can tap your network and stuff. But if you're trying to get coaching clients, they are trying to get you to become a client. It's like these offline world. In the old days, you used to go to like those networking events or whatever they used to. Well, I can't remember the name of it anymore. But you go to these networking events, and the problem is everybody else is there to sell you into their thing. The insurance person's trying to sell you insurance. The realtor's trying to get you to buy, list your house with them. This person's that and this and that. And you're like, oh my gosh, nobody here actually wants to buy my coaching. And then you got to build a relationship and buy their garbage and hope it's just a disaster. Okay. My inbox of DMs is full of coaches trying to sell me something, and they're always checking in and all that kind of stuff. This is terrible. The fourth problem with LinkedIn is reach is a train wreck. Okay. I have 9,600 connections on LinkedIn roughly. And when I put a post out, I'll repost like this video or something like that, or reels, or just posts, like really good posts, not AI written stuff. It gets like seen by like 40 people. Okay. That's like half of 1%. Okay. Instagram, the reach is 10 to 100%. All right. And so it's a terrible platform for that. And the other problem is that ads are insanely expensive. Okay. I can tell you I've spent over $100,000 on ads, and that was before the ads even got expensive. They're terrible. Quality was terrible because they don't have AI to find the committed people within the interest of people. So you're just going to run your ads to like every single person, and it's not going to work. It's a train wreck. Okay. In my experience. The other problem is the final problem, and I'm going to show you what to do, is everybody's teaching the same thing. You go out and you connect with people who you think you're your ideal clients, and then you DM them. You'd be like, hey, are you interested in this? And let's have a quick chat, or here's a free book or a free resource. Let's talk. I'm like, first of all, you're selling them. Your positioning is terrible. You're outbound trying to reach them. You're automatically seen as the salesperson, right? So your positioning is bad. Nobody's going to buy your multi-$1,000 coaching program just because you chat somebody and be like, hey, let's have a quick 15-minute chat to see if I can be of help. This is 2026 is this recording. Nobody does that. Nobody buys. And so the whole psychology of the model, I quit doing that in 2018. Think about that. I used to do that. I used to make $30,000 a month in about 2018, connecting with people, going into chat, and I had VAs doing it and stuff like that, and being like, hey, I love your stuff. Look at that. We both live in the same area. I see you went to this school. And then they'd be like, oh, wow, thanks for checking me out. And I'd be like, hey, I got this webinar. Here's a link. And they would all watch it, book calls, buy. Now that nobody's doing that because number one, everybody's doing that. Okay. So it's a disaster. So stop doing this stuff. All right. So here's what you need to do instead if you want to scale your coaching business and if you want qualified people. The third thing is the single most important thing. And I'm here to tell you, nobody is doing it. All right. And it's with LinkedIn. So number one, you need to use meta ads. Okay. Your people are most likely on meta ads. I talk to coaches all the time. They're like, oh, I only work with busy executives. They don't have time to be on meta. It's like, there's only like 2 billion people on meta between Instagram and Facebook. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think all these billionaires are posting on Instagram all day? Like Kevin O'Leary, like Grant Cardone, love him or hate him, it doesn't matter. So on and so on and so on. Because they're making money, because their clients are over there on Instagram and Facebook. Or these people would not be spending so much time, on those platforms, okay? So yes, your market is there. You just don't know how to reach them. And here's the secret. Meta ads have changed. It's no longer social media. It's interest media. You see, here's the cool thing. The targeting now is so powerful that if you get the messaging dialed in on your ad, they will find your people without hardly any targeting. Why? Because they have all the AI. They know who your ideal clients are, what they're doing, where they're clicking, all that kind of stuff. So if you have the right messaging on your ad, Meta will find them. It's never been more powerful. It's insane. It's crazy how powerful it is. And you don't need a lot of targeting to do it. Now, the second thing you need to do, you need to focus on the ecosystem. And I talk about this all the time. And here's how you can hook in LinkedIn. This is part one of hooking in LinkedIn. Step 3 is even more powerful. So what you're going to do is we're going to take people from Meta ads, Instagram, Facebook ads. We're going to bring them into an ecosystem, which will give them some combination of long form content, short form content, get them on the email list. And then we're going to start building out those mini celebrity ads, which are those little ads that are going to only people in your ecosystem. And guess what some of those ads are going to do? Some of those ads are going to direct people to LinkedIn who are already connected with you. When you get people into your network, guess what, or into your ecosystem on Meta, guess what? On your email list, some of those posts you run are going to drive people to LinkedIn to connect with you. You're going to have automated emails going out. Hey, come connect with me on LinkedIn. And now they're connecting with you on LinkedIn. They're seeing your posts, you're emailing them. Some of your emails are going over there. Some of your content's driving them there. And then your content's over there. Now they're connecting with you. And then guess what? When you direct message them, hey, here's the cool thing. They're connecting with you because they've seen all your content over on Meta. So they now see you as the expert. So when you message them, or if your VA does or whoever, they are there because they see you as the expert. So you can build this LinkedIn machine over here while we're building the ads ecosystem and getting calls booked over here. You're building trust over here and doing all your LinkedIn stuff over there. The third thing to do is you can hook in LinkedIn through ads using a couple strategies. The first thing is you can extract all your contacts on Meta or on LinkedIn. Get their email addresses. It should be available. They're available for you when you connect with them and stuff, or you just ask for it and tell them you're going to give them something, some ebook or a free report, and get their contacts. You can take all those contacts and you can upload them to Meta ads and create a custom audience. So all those people, now you can run ads to them on Meta. Okay, so you can run ads to your ecosystem, you can run ads to videos, all that kind of stuff. The other thing you can do is if you have at least 200 or 300 of them, you can upload them to Facebook and tell Facebook or Meta to give you the people who look like all those people. So they're going to create you a 2 million person audience who looks like all your Instagram people. Now you have an audience of people that you can run cold ads to that look like all the people you have on Instagram. That's how powerful this is. And so now you've got this ecosystem. They're coming in through Meta cold. They're going into your long form content, potentially getting into this ecosystem. We're running these little targeted ads to them. Some of them are driving them to LinkedIn. We're getting them on your email list. Some of those posts are driving them to LinkedIn. They're connecting with you potentially on LinkedIn. Now you can DM them. You have content on LinkedIn. Plus, we're taking the audience you have on LinkedIn. We're running Facebook ads to that audience to build trust with the mini celebrity status ads. Then we're taking those people you have on LinkedIn and we're creating a lookalike audience of those people to find the 2 million people who look like those people on LinkedIn and running more ads on Meta and put the whole thing together, and you will crush anybody in your market who is competing with you because nobody is doing what I just told you. So that's how you use LinkedIn in 2026 to be seen as the only option, to be seen as an expert and get people to want to work with you. Okay. So that's what you need to do. Stop just randomly connecting with people on LinkedIn, DMing them your stuff. It's not working. That was 2018. This is 2026 and beyond. All right. So get to work on that. Now, here's what I have for you. What we want to do is give you a free 15-minute mini celebrity status ads ecosystem call. This is a call where what we're going to do, it's free. It's only for our Skool community members, which I believe you are one of them. And we're going to get you on this call. And the only thing that we're going to do is we're just going to help you map this out. We're going to show you what's working, what's not working, give you some feedback on how to do this, show you the strategies that we're seeing with our best clients. And it's a free call. It's only 15 minutes and there's nothing for sale. Okay. And so it's only for our Skool community members. So all you do is click the link below and book that call. If you're not a member of our Skool community, the link's below to do that. And on this call, again, we're just going to map this out, show you strategies that we're seeing that's working, stuff that's not working, best way to make this happen, give you some ideas on what to do. All right. Click the link below because this is what's working now, and we're going to help you put it all together. Have a great day.